Hello, so I thought I'd talk to you a little bit more about jelly ear because I know I mentioned it yesterday. So jelly ear is also known as wood ear. Its scientific name is, I don't know how to say it, auricula. So that's A-U-R-I-C-U-L-A. I've added a PDF all about jelly ears too. So you can find a little bit more about it there. They're extremely common. They're found all around the lowlands in Britain, probably not in Scotland. And you'll find them growing on dead trees, especially elder. They can be found all year round, especially in winter. You see them more in winter when all the leaves are gone because they just seem so prominent. They can cope well with being frozen, and when they're wet they get really big and ear-like, and when it's not wet they dry up into a tiny little crisp. So you can see them all the year round. It's difficult to see them as much in summer because they're so small, but like getting up to December and January they're so easy to spot. You can use the whole part of the mushroom. It doesn't really have a stalk, it's kind of just attached with its main body, but the bit that just attaches can be a bit fibrous, so it might be a good idea to chop that bit off. And sometimes you'll get moss and other debris on some bits of the tree bark, so take that off as well. So it's got, like most mushrooms, it's got loads of health benefits. It is full of vitamin B complex. It's great for your heart function. It lowers your cholesterol and keeps your cholesterol in check. It inhibits blood clotting. It improves your circulation and boosts your immune system. It promotes good bacteria in your gut. It's got all sorts of vitamins and minerals in. It's got copper, selenium, manganese, zinc, thiamine, magnesium, folate. It's even got some fibre in there, amino acids, some riboflavin and pantothenic acid, so it's full of goodness. So to process it, if you're going to try and eat it, you can clean the mushroom, remove all the tough stalks and any bits, any moss that's on it. Give them a boil in water for 15 minutes, and that kills off any germs or any bugs that it might be harbouring, because I know sometimes little flies can lay their eggs in certain mushrooms, but that will kill them off. They'll be floating out if they're in there. So I know that might sound a little bit gross, but to be honest, it's normal, it's natural. It's much better than any pesticides that could be on them. So once you've done this, you can cook it in a stew or a soup, or you can dry it and it goes really all tiny and crispy. Then once you've done that, you can so you can also dry it and then soak it in something nice like orange juice to make a Jaffa cake. You can dry them down and powder them as well, and blend them up in some. Once you've dried them down and powdered them, you can use them in recipes at any point for stocks and stews. A caution is there is a similar group of mushrooms that do look similar, called the Peziza. However, they are brown and cup-like, but they grow on the soil, on the ground. They don't grow on the actual tree, so you can note the difference from that. And it's a bit crumbly as well. It's not jelly and rubbery like the jelly ear is. So if you were taking thinners, blood thinners as well, don't over-consume. But yeah, there's one more thing as well. You can cook them for quite a long time in a stew with water, that's fine. But if you cook them in fat and you're frying them, they can explode. Like, I don't know, a bit of a pressure buildup with the water inside, and they do explode, so do watch out for that. You can fry them because you can have them in stir fries, but not too long, you don't want them exploding. To make jelly ear Jaffa cakes, collect your jelly ears, dry them out, and then soak them in some fresh orange. Then you need to melt some chocolate and bake a cake. Cut out some small circles, put your jelly here on top of your little circles of cake, and then pour over melted chocolate. Mine are a bit messy, but you could try and make them a little bit neater if you like. They taste really lovely. They've got a little bit of a thick texture, but they're really nice.